Introducing the Props Optimizer, a completely free app to help you find the winning edge in the player prop market. Our AI-powered insights and projections will help you make better decisions and more informed bets. So check before you bet and download the free Props Optimizer app today, available on iOS in the App Store. Hey everybody, welcome to the On Deck podcast presented by LineStar, your top MLB player prop bets for today, plus home run calls of the day. Alongside Tyler Wiemann, I'm Shannon Sommerville. Let's get it rolling on this Taco Tuesday. Tyler held it down for the squad yesterday, 2-0 on prop bets, and I'm back at it today after 3 straight days of home run calls. And in fact, Tyler, I was there in person to see Fernando Tatis drill one out for me at Petco Park so I saw it in person. It was an awesome experience to see him cash that home run call. Hopefully you guys were able to cash in on that. And how you feeling on this Tuesday overall? Congrats on the 2-0 performance yesterday. In fact, you're actually 4-0 in our last couple shows on those player prop bets. You've been crushing it.
Nice. I like it. Yeah, I mean, it was a good day, good show, and I'm excited to talk about some more.
And an even better day for one of our colleagues here at LineStar. One of our engineers, Eli, crushed it in DFS contest as well. Tyler, tell us about that one, because you were the one who talked him into entering it.
I did. Eli won his first seat to the World Fantasy Baseball Championships on FanDuel. So nice. He is going to fight for, top prize of a $2 million prize pool contest later this year when they have the WFBC event. So along with just being there, he also gets a trip to partake live, and congrats to Soccer Geek.
Yeah, Soccer Geek crushing it. Congrats. Love to see it. Repping the LineStar fam. As always, guys, check out Tyler's DFS breakdown. He will have you covered with that, and hopefully, Tyler, you can go with them to that contest. Looks like it'll be a good time out there. Go ahead.
I think he might take his wife over me.
Oh, come on, Eli. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I hear it. Priorities. I get it. All right. Well, let's get to today's action because we have a really great slate of games. And as always, we've got some good player prop bets for you using the Props Optimizer to help us out in this department. If you haven't checked it out already, make sure to check out the Props Optimizer. It's free in the App Store, available on iOS, and soon will be on Android as well. So stay tuned to the LineStar YouTube channel. And by the way, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment below. Not only does it help us out, but it also helps you out because it enters you into our prop bets contests. Every day, we're going to give you our top 2 picks. If we go 2-0, one randomly selected commenter will win $20. And that happened yesterday. Tyler gave out 2 winning picks. So the winner for today, happy to announce, is Marsha Coleman, True MC1, who commented, good luck, with a nice 4-leaf clover yesterday. Good luck was had by all, it seemed like, yesterday in the LineStar fam. So hopefully you guys were able to cash in. Marsha, make sure to comment on today's video so we can get in touch with you to get you your winnings. And if you haven't already by this point, like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment below to enter into today's contest. All right, let's get into the action finally. Prop bets of the day. Tyler, where are you headed?
All right, I got to go with, excuse me, Kerry Carpenter, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. He has been on a tear this season. He's hitting .304 with 4 home runs versus right-handed pitching over his last 20 games. Over the last week, hitting .350 with 2 home runs. He's in a great spot versus Quinn Prester, who 6.42 ERA and a 2.09 ISO to left-handed bats. I think Carpenter is going to have another game. This Detroit offense is clicking. Going to give him plenty of opportunities for hits, runs, and RBIs.
I was perusing the old MLB StatCast leaderboards, and sure enough, Kerry Carpenter is in top 10 in a lot of those hitting categories, including 7th in barrels per plate appearance percentage. So he's been crushing it lately. Not a bad pick there, Tyler. I like it for Kerry Carpenter. For my pick, I'm going to a tried and true prop bet. Shohei Ohtani. Can never go wrong eating a little chalk with him. Over 1.5 bases. LineStar's projection is 2.5, and the consensus is with us as well to the over 2.3. Remember that consensus projection is kind of an average of other industry leaders in their respective projections, but we're talking about a lefty bat with a 1027 OPS against righties and going up against Colorado Rockies righty Ryan Feltner, who's got slightly worse splits to lefty bats. What I'm counting on, though, is what I saw against the Padres. That Colorado bullpen tends to kind of collapse a little bit. They've allowed the second highest home run per 9 rate in all of Major League Baseball. So I think Shohei Ohtani, goes over that 1.5 bases if he doesn't go yard tonight. I think he's in another excellent spot for a dinger tonight, but I like the spot here for over 1.5 bases for good old Shohei. Can't really go wrong there. I know it's kind of a boring pick, but Shohei's crushing it.
He did it for us yesterday.
Exactly. That's the guy who cashed it for us. So just going to keep it rolling there. Tyler, any bonus picks for us today?
I do. I have one that a lot of people probably won't have noticed how good he has been, but we're talking Jacob Wilson over 4.5 fantasy points. This is just way too low of a line for him. LineStar projections 8.6. Consensus is 7.08. This man hit 400 in the minors. He's hitting 340 to start the year. He's hitting 359 versus right-handed pitching. He's in a decent matchup with the winds blowing out. Been over in 10 of 16 games this season and averaging 1.91 fantasy points per plate attempt. He's in a good spot to go over 4.5.
Nice. All right, for my bonus pick, I'm going to the Yankees and Paul Goldschmidt over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, and he'll be facing a familiar foe, one of his former teammates from the St. Louis Cardinals, in Michael Wacha, who's giving up a 333 ISO specifically to Goldie over 11 at-bats over the years. LineStar's projection for this is 2. The consensus is over 2 as well. And in fact, Goldie's been over 8 of the last 10 games. This is a guy we predicted would just do really well statistically in that change to Yankee Stadium, which has shown to fruition over the first couple of weeks of the season. In fact, he's got a 367 average, 5th in Major League Baseball. And again, going up against Wacha, a guy he has a good track record against and familiarity. Plus, we've got wind blowing out to center at 15 miles an hour and a Kansas City Royals bullpen allowing a 1.17 home run per 9 rate. 7th highest. That's going to be tough against this Yankees lineup with all those torpedo bats. So I like the spot here for Paul Goldschmidt over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, especially considering we've got wind blowing out. There are some rain chances in the forecast, but as of right now, it looks like it might hold off at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx there. So I'm willing to take the bet here on the hitting prop for Goldie. What do you think, Tyler? Yankees bats? Any thoughts on those?
Yeah, one of the things that I thought was really interesting, because I almost put Aaron Judge down today. Mm-hmm. He has a .046 batting average versus Wacha in like 26 plate attempts.
Wow,
this has not gone his way.
Yeah, but, interesting.
It is.
Could always change today. Exactly. Exactly, and he's the most likely player to actually go yard today, according to LineStar's Dinger Report. Mm-hmm. Which, of course, leads us to our next segment. It's time for home run calls of the day. Let's see if I can't make it 4 in a row here. But, Tyler, you take it away. Give me your first home run call of the day here, and I'll give you my one to keep the streak rolling.
I'm getting a little different today. I'm going with Texas Rangers Josh Jung, plus 500 hit a bomb. LineStar has him at a 16% chance. He has a hard contact rate this year of 66.7%. He's crushing the ball. He's hitting .410, has a 296 ISO, and he's facing Yusei Kikuchi, who's allowing 44% fly balls, 32% hard contact. He's allowed 6 barreled balls already in this very short MLB season and 2 home runs per 9. I think Jung's going yard.
Yeah, I mean, going up against Yusei Kikuchi, a guy we like to pick on in this particular category because he does give up a lot of power, so I like the spot there. For mine, I'm going to Yankee Stadium, but we're going with Ben Rice and not the predictable Aaron Judge here. Why? Because look at that price tag at plus 360 for a guy who's had 3 home runs in the last 6 games. LineStar gives Rice a 20.2% chance of going yard, 7th best odds according to LineStar's Dinger Report. And this is a player with a 433 ISO against right-handed pitching this season. He's just been phenomenal to start the year. In fact, he ranks top 5% barreled balls and exit velocity over the last 2 weeks. Now, Waka, the pitcher he's facing, doesn't allow a ton of bombs, but the bullpen behind him just might. They're allowing a 1.17 home run per 9 rate. That's 7th highest. We've also got some favorable conditions to those hitters. Wind is blowing out to center at 15 miles per hour at Yankee Stadium. Also, Ben Rice is a player who in the offseason really worked on adding that power factor to his game. He added 10 to 15 pounds of muscle this offseason. It's paying off, and I think it pays off today, and I think he's going yard today. Like the price tag at plus 360 for Rice, much better than I do for Aaron Judge today. I believe it's around plus 175 for an Aaron Judge home run. So as much as I wanted to go there, just couldn't quite pull the trigger on that. I like to go with Rice here. Any thoughts on Ben Rice? I was kind of diving into his numbers a little bit. He's been very impressive.
He has been unreal. With that last pick in best balls, at the end of the season, I was taking Wells a lot more. At the end of the draft season, I should say. Took Ben Rice a little bit, and I really, really wish I took more Ben Rice.
Ben Rice. I know. It's crazy to see what he's doing. And he said on MLB Network that he hasn't really even changed his swing or anything. I mean, remember, this was a guy who was hitting below 200 last year at some points and just has really changed it around. I guess, hitting the weight room helps a little bit, adds that little pop that you need. And with favorable conditions today, that also helps as well. But I think it's also just gaining a little bit more confidence in his overall process and just kind of acclimating as well. I'm sure that plays a role. But either way, it's working for him. And it's fun to see, not just as a Yankees fan, but I like to see some of these guys show up for us, especially if Tyler has drafted them in best ball. We like to see those guys shine. Yeah. Hopefully they do again today. If you've got any locks for us,
Michael Bush.
Go ahead. Oh, I know. Yeah, you texted me over the weekend. That was a great pick. He was in a couple of our shows where we're trying to highlight guys that you guys should target in that were kind of undervalued in those best ball drafts. And sure enough, showing up early with for Tyler's team. We need a team for your best ball team name. Or have you checked in on them yet? Your teams.
Bit.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's just
early.
Too early.
Exactly. All right. Well, drop your locks for today's MLB action in the comments below. Remember, a comment enters you into our prop bets contest for today. And what we are rolling with for our top 2 picks, we're going to go Shohei Ohtani over 1.5 bases plus Kerry Carpenter over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. We're going to combine that on an entry. And if we cash that entry, one randomly selected commenter will win $20 just like we gave out today. Hopefully we can make it 2 days in a row that we're giving out winners. Make sure if you haven't already, subscribe to the LineStar YouTube channel. Tons of stuff coming your way. Best of luck to you in all of your endeavors for today, whether it be DFS or prop betting. And make sure to check out Tyler's DFS breakdown as well. And congrats again to our colleague Eli. Congrats. We'll be cheering for you in that contest later. I believe it's in August. So we'll have to get a cheering squad for him at that contest. Even if it's just virtual, we'll cheer him on. And hopefully we can get some other people into that contest as well, All right. Good luck, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.